it's Laura from Craft and See with Laura B. I know it's been a long time. Got some issues. Had some tech difficulties. I don't think those are over, but hey, here I am with a project I just finished. It doesn't have a name. Sometimes I name my journals, sometimes I don't. Anyway, it is, let's get this up here. It is done with a kit by Vectoria Designs, Tinette at Vectoria Designs. It's called Lovely Old Books, and it's the deluxe edition. And I waited until it went on sale. I waited until I got a good deal on it, and then I gotta mark where I'm at. I gotta mark my, there, so I know what's in frame and what's not. Anyway, along with her accordion file folder. Oh my gosh, accordion file folder. Forgotten Library, and her book lovers, journal cards. And the actual journal measures approximately 8.5 inches by 8.5 by 5.75 by 2 inches, or 21.5 centimeters by 14.6 centimeters by 5.1. Now those are approximate because, sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Excuse me. So sorry. Everything unscrewed. Bah. I doubt that's going to last me very long, but we shall try. Anyway, so it is a two-parter. Excuse me. And I'm going to tie this. I'm self-explanatory. I don't even know what I'm going on about. And we will put this aside and go through it at the end. So here is my front cover. Obviously, sorry silk. And then here's the spine. Make sure you can see this. In fact, I'll just stand up and do it. So here's the spine, and yeah, she's chunky. I tried. I really, really tried. And here's the back. And the sari silk just comes through, and I put the bookends. Whatever those are called. So, alright. I made a few of these little tags. I think I only included 2. And it is just, I guess, it's a wooden tag, and I just covered it. Get it close. I just covered it with dictionary page and stuck a thing through it, an eyelet, and Bob's your Uncle, Fanny's your aunt. There it is. So here's the cover, and I really like that. I'm really liking this a lot. So open it up, and this is probably going to be a long flip through. Yeah, I definitely need to stand up. Sorry, I got to get all my markers so I know I'm in frame. Maybe I'll close your eyes. I'm going to move the camera in just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so we have a pocket here. What I did is I liked her papers so much that I used them, and if I used any other papers in the journal, it was just what I did to it. Like I coffee dyed. I used some oxide sprays, that kind of stuff. Yeah, distress spray stain. Anyway, so you open it up, obviously, and here's the front cover, and I cannot remember who I got this idea from, but it is a fold-out writing spot. I really wish I could remember who I got this from. Oh, I need to... There we go. And it is a little... Okay, come on now. Try not to fly right. Here we go. It is a bit of a Oh, for goodness sake, here we go. It is a bit of a, you gotta remember how it goes. Remember how it all folds together. There we go. So I just tucked that in this envelope. And here's the front page of the 5 signatures. I made a belly band. So a lot of these, I'm just not, I guess I'm not a huge decorator. I get, I don't know, I don't know if bored's the right word. I run out of ideas, get uninspired. So I left, there is a veritable crap ton of journaling spots in here. I mean, it's all about the writing. So here's just some, what do they call those? I am losing my words today. I apologize. Whatever these are called that you cut out, the fuss cuts. I know there's a proper term for it. So, cluster that I made, put a button on it. The same cord that I used for the Midori style, I used here. Whoever can put whatever on here. Whoever gets this, wants this, whatever. You can put stuff on here. And these are not Vectoria Designs. I don't think. And I should have looked up who these are. I apologize. I'm so bad, but there are various sizes and styles. Okay, so there's one of those. Oh. That song's been going through my head for days. So, see? And you can get some that are unlined. So you'll get them lined and unlined. Anyway. So I did use those. Oh, Pink Monarch. Pink Monarch. Hi, Pink Monarch. I can't remember your name. I apologize. I'm really bad with names. So I just put some fabric here. This was one of the fussy cuts. And I obviously fussy cut it. And then I did the embossing with clear embossing powder. And highlighted it with metallic gilding polish. And I'm hoping you can see that. It's hard for me to see through a cracked screen. Anyway, so I really hope my dog's not doing something she's not supposed to. Here's this. And this I like because we'll do that later. I did the Midori style, so everything can come out. This one, I Velcroed this, and it's a fold-out journal spot with Velcro. And you slide that back in. I love the Midori style because then no matter, for crying and sake, no matter how chunky you make them, you can slide it out and slide it back in. So here are the, I made another one of those wooden tags. Let me lift it up so you can see. And then I stamped and embossed on the back. And then I took some more of the embellishments and just took both medallions and glued them onto book cover, which you can see part of it there. And again, embossed it, heat embossed it with clear, and then the metallic gold on top of it. So she is chunky because I added a lot of details that, you know, made her fat. I fed her a lot. So it's really, again, a writing journal. Here's a cluster that I had made. Here's a writing. Not writing, but these are the little journal cards that I bought from Vectoria that may not match exactly with the lovely old books, but it would go with that, the library one. I mean, so many that they would just complement. So, and I did a lot of, like this is just paper that I used the Distress Oxide sprays and coffee dyeing on. Here's a belly band. Slide her on in there. And I've discovered I don't do a whole lot of decorating. So, here's a writing spot. I did the same. This was supposed to be a tuck, and I messed it up by gluing the whole thing down. But again, heat embossing over just one of the background papers. Here's some journal cards it comes with. I backed it onto backing paper for the accordion folio. I think these actually came with that, and I used them in here. So, another tuck spot. These are actually, this kit comes with 3 sizes of paper. These are basically the 8x10s. These, I think, are the roughly 5-ish by 7-ish. But what I did is I shrunk them down. And I will show you when I get to one where I really shrunk it down. I kind of just experimented with it is what I did. But, so there's that. Try not to hum and get in trouble for copyright. Again, some more of that. And this came from, so I did lie. I lied. I did use some off prints. And this was one. This is Junk with Steph. This background is Junk with Steph. And this, oh gosh, darn it, I can't remember. Writing spot. And what I did is if I didn't like the back of it, because I put something down, I just thick. That's one of the reasons also she's so chunky, is because I used heavier weight paper than I probably could have gotten away with. Here's another journal card. Pocket. Just because I'm wanting to go in perfect. Here's charms. Here's some of one of those charms that I had talked about in the group, had posted. I just think it's so pretty. So middle of that signature. I did the same thing with this. Took one of the medallions and just glossy accented the middle. And if anybody can figure out how to glossy accent without them cracking like that, I would appreciate it very much to be told. So, and see, like these are the 5x7 pages. They come 2 to a page, but anyway, I shrunk these down because I wanted little bitties. And then here's this one. Here's a pocket that I filled up with some more goodies. I just made this. I have a template from Angela Kerr, and I just made a couple envelopes so that we could put extra stuffs in. See? And some I edged, some I didn't, some I backed. Because whoever gets this, I want them to have things they can do. And not all decorated up and me losing ideas. So here's another cluster that I made that I finally decided to part with. And it was a double-sided one, which came in handy to make it a, page turner. Here's a tuck, a few of my favorite books. You can all hum that song. Okay, so that's the end as to the signature number 2. Signature number 3. Come on down. So, there's that. And again, I just loved a lot of these papers. Some I did things with, some I did not. Summer pages. Again, another fussy cut. So, what I did with this one is I printed it onto this and then took the oxide sprays and went to town with them. And here's a little file folder that's there. I used my wax seals. See, these are why it's chunky. Chunky, because I did things like this, but I don't know, I wanted something. More file folders. I used my new crackle stamp on that. More of those journal pages that I shrunk and just folded them in half and glued them together. And then And then along came, here's this. These are also a template from Angela Kerr, her Christmas wallet kit, template thing. So, just put some little tiny journaling spots and added interest by stamping my favorite stamps. Another little journal card set. Not much as far as embellishments, fancy. Now this, had a piece of lace, made my wax seal on it, and then took 2 of those rose gold paper clips, thank you Tommy, and then added a couple charms. So I got a bunch of these off of the Amazon, skeleton keys. And then here's just 2 more writing spots. Oops, get that out of the way. And here's a small envelope charm. And just a little jewel charm. Another hummingbird. See if you can see that. I got a few off of eBay and they showed up this week. So here's another one of the envelopes I made, and I chose to glue this one down and put a couple journal cards in it on one of the backing papers. And just with the what is this called? Metallic gilding polish. That's it. Metallic gilding polish by, I don't know if it'll even say. Yeah, that's all it says. Oops. Oops. Another pocket. So what I did is I took, I think this came from Joey DeFee. So envelope, journaling with if it will open, there, with a little pocket. And it just slides on in there. Little cluster I made that goes with, here's another embellishment, which you can't really, I've discovered, do tuck spots out of these with all the little leaves, because then they get bent. And then that's what happens to me. If that doesn't happen to you, well, please tell me your secret. Okay, so journal page, more pocket that yes, I did put one in, but I didn't finish. So that's good to know. I didn't finish this one, guys. I put it in there and forgot. And I just took 2 of the words, focus and truth, mainly because I wasn't adjusting to the words and they fit together back to back. Another cluster that I made, and I used it as a tuck spot. So some of these clusters you can see I made out of primarily Vectoria Designs. Tina, I think is how you pronounce it. Tina. I hope you watch this, and I hope you correct me. Please do. Now, so this is signature number 4. Here's a big journaling card with the double-sided paper. Now, what I did on these, some of the pockets came with gussets, and others I had to just cut like 1/4 of an inch on the sides I needed to. Here's a writing spot with another journal card, wax seal, tulips, my favorite flower. Here's another cluster that I had made, and fussy cut, put it on antique paper. This came out of Reader's Digest 1956, and I've never really seen the movie in its entirety with Cary Grant, and I've not really read this, but I assume this is what the movie came off of, To Catch a Thief. Who doesn't love Archie Leach? And this, I made a cluster right here, and I put one of those, glued one of those paper clips, again, thank you Tommy, and then just, you know, this little tiny thing, stuck it in here. This is If It Will. It's magnetic. So there's, my magnets I used aren't very strong because they're thinner than the magnets that are really strong. I tried to get what Miss Paint-A-Lot used. But instead of 1 millimeter thick, I got 2 millimeters thick. And so it's, yeah. So I used my smaller medallion ones, and they're not as strong. So, plus going through paper. Anyway, it's an over, can be a bookmark. It's a pocket. So I only put one card in each. Come on. And since I just did this morning, or maybe it was last night, I don't remember. Ew, I'm awfully close. Sorry. There's this. And then the other one, so when you look at it the other way. And I just love these background papers. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I tried to use only hers. And really, other than a background paper, which there are a couple in here because I was trying to use them up. And these, the ones that look like this, whose name I cannot remember, I used all of Tina's lovely old books. Made a tuck there so that can lift up. And you can move it wherever you want it. And here are some more of these. And this one likes to stick to that. I have to fix that. So here it is again, little tuck spots. Flip open. Didn't add any. Now some of these I have not tried to get out of here for a while, so we're just not even going to mess with it until I can. Now I'm all like determined. Alright. I will fix that. And here's another journal card. I just took some cheesecloth and put one of the fussy cuts out of it. Used one of my hole punches, or corner punches, to make it look a little better. Dictionary page that I coffee stained. And she has several of these in the kit, strips that can be made into anything. And I chose to do it. I'm sure they were supposed to be belly bands. Maybe washi tape, but I really like it like that. And another one. Another one bites the dust. And this one kind of cracked me up, because if you look close and you're a Jane Austen fan, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to hold it here, let you get a good look, and if you're a Jane Austen fan, you'll get it. So, another one. So, I took one of her embellishments, there it goes, and did the heat embossing over it, glued it on there. I think I glued it on and then did the embossing. And another cluster with a button. Another reason she's so chunky, because I kept feeding her. Fed her all these carbs. And here she is. And here's another journal card. I like this page because it's nothing but book spines. And I thought I liked the aesthetic of that. Another cluster. Another pocket with embellishments. Yes, I'm an Austen fan. Okay, another cluster with a wax seal. More of this is the come on. With the fossilized amber, and then walnut stain and or vintage photo, depending on. Here's another pocket, and I just put this on there for whatever they want to do. Journal. See, I tried to include more journaling space than decorations. Here we go, and I didn't do much to the back. Okay, get back in there. Okay, so now last signature. So first page, again, got journaling in here with some lace, and this was G-Cur, I can tell you that much. And it is just a fold-out corner. I don't know what you call this. I can't remember what you call these things that go over the edges like this. But you could probably also use it as a tuck spot once it's on there. There you go. Which I did not do, as you can see. And yeah, she's chunky, but the beautiful thing is you can take these out. You do have to be gentle about taking them out, but you can. More writing. I put a few cards in here. Oh, that's right. I made a big journaling card and put a pocket on top of it. And then just put another one of her journaling cards that, because they're books, they can go with anything. And when you think about it, gotta find this page. Like, that can kind of go with those books. I'm trying to find one real quick. Hurry up and find, well, like these books. So, they might not be matchy green squared, but they are complementary. Another one of these fold outs with the tuck. This is just embellishment, just there to do whatever you want with. Okay, pockets. Another pocket with a journal card. Oh, come on now. These were, again, the journal card that was extra. This one used to have a bulb clip, but it kept getting bent, and so I just took it off and glued the button down. I really liked it, though, with the thing, but it just wasn't going to work. Oops. Here's another medallion that I made from some of the fussy cuts. Again, glued it together with some filler to make it thicker. And then heat embossed in the gold. Not that dreaded R&B that I cannot stand. Candace. Journaling spot over the pocket with nice big journal cards. Yeah, all I did was cut that one in half and then cut it to 7 inches. Woohoo! More charms. A little flower. And an owl, because reading makes you wise, depending on what you read. This is the die cut that I got of Dress with Flowers, but it just didn't show up very well. So I took metallic pen and tried to outline all of the cutout parts. So it didn't turn out quite as, oh shoot, standoutish. Why can't I think of the word? There's a word for this and I can't think of it. Here's some more. So used some of the words again, stamped on that one, chose not to stamp. So, you know, I decorated some, didn't decorate some others, because I figure maybe whoever gets it wants to do that. One more flip out with that. Blank spot for whatever. Envelope that can move down and has a journaling card that says lovely with some titles. You can also do this. Here's some journal cards, like this. So if you would want to, I don't know if I can do it because, yeah, because this is too narrow because I had to glue it down, obviously. But if you got a small enough one, you could conceivably have yourself a secret journaling spot. I mean, if you're really that concerned over people reading your private thoughts, I don't know. I live alone. I really don't have much to say on that subject. Okay, another just blank. There's more Jane Austen. Blank journaling spots. And the final pocket where I just added a couple of these pages. Again, like I said, these are probably the 5x7s that I either shrunk down or I just manipulated with the sizes to get me what I wanted. And here is the back page. back cover, I mean. And the spine, if I didn't show it before, these are flexi straws that I just took. I have a really big roll of washi tape, and it's wide enough, it's like this wide. So all I did was lay it down, put this on it, cut it to the appropriate length, and then just wrapped it. Because, of course, if you don't have, if this is too see-through, then you can see the stripes of the straw and everything. So I'm glad that it was enough that you kind of roll it up like a burrito. Anyway, so there's this. I know. 100 pages. Each signature, 5 signatures with 5 pages apiece. So this was the freebie from Vectoria Designs. Anyway, and it is the Forgotten Library, I believe. Along with, I wrote it down, Forgotten Library accordion folder. So here it is. It looks like this. Okay, so untie. I didn't do any decoration to this because, well, I run out of ideas after a while, and so I guess that's my style, is less, because I seem to gravitate towards that mostly. So these again, papers, journal pages that I just glued together. These come with this. These come with that. And then I took the 8x10, the size of the journal, and did shrink to fit. And then just glued them together. Stuck that on there. And that's kind of what we did. So each one has 2 journal spots. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten I kind of edged up through the middle. I might have to go back and make them all match. Matchy matchy. So it kind of stands up, but not really, because I accidentally glued this on. Just slightly off. Dead on. Accurate. If anybody remembers that movie line and what movie it came from, you get 1,000 points. But remember, points don't matter. So, more journal cards. I'm just kind of giving you a taste now of what kind of journal cards there are in there. So, again, pages, glued them together, folded them in half. And here is where I put a bunch of extras. So, more tabs, words, and words that I, these are the ones that came out of the kit that I purchased. Offcuts that I was going to put in something and obviously misplaced it and couldn't find it and then did something else. And then I even included a couple that are just uncut. They're obviously leftovers from when I was making another card, and you know what? I'm just including it and they can do what they want. So here we go. I do not have an Etsy store yet. So I don't know how I'm going to get this up and out there for people, but here it is. The Forgotten Library accordion folder with lovely old books. And thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a hot second. Just very overwhelmed with the learning curve of filming and all that good stuff. But I really like this. I just really like this. So she is a chunky monkey. Very chunky monkey. I'm sorry. She needs to go on a diet. But see, that's the job of whoever buys it or whatever. That's the owner's issues with junk journals and chunky monkeys. It's up to them as the newer adoptee of a rehomed junk journal. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's how I'm going to phrase it. to put them on a diet. However you choose to reduce their waistline is not for me to say. Ha ha ha. I'm just being weird. Anyway, so here we are. I hope I did this kit justice. I really do. It was a lot of fun to work on, and here is the journal cover for the 8.5 by 11 that I'm going to be starting on this. I was originally had intended to do all this, film it, but I get bored at night and I want to craft. And I want to craft on what I want to craft on. Like, you know, you get this thing in your head and you have to craft that. And I can't film all of the time. I mean, I guess I could, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. So this got done off camera because I just couldn't wait, you know, to figure out my technical issues. Anyway, if you would like to see me do this, please let me know. I also have a Peter Rabbit kit from her that I'm really thinking of doing also. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you for joining me, and I shall talk to you later. Peace out. Don't forget to like, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends. And a huge, huge, huge shout out to Mitzi, who has been giving me shout outs. So Mitzi, God bless America and all the ships on the sea. From your flagship, good ship, Lollipop. Anyway, talk to you later. Peace. Bye.